Hi, I'm Skip Schwink. Welcome to the Sun King Podcast. In 1995, I moved to Los Angeles for the third time to try to make it in the entertainment industry. These are my stories of working with the biggest artists in the world. And I also partied my ass off the entire time. I got the chance to direct my first music video, and what happened is my roommate, like I said, had worked at a mentor's company, and he said, "Listen, man, I'm going to take out a loan from you about $10,000. Let's go make a music video. Let's get started." And I'm like, "If you want to do that, let's do it." And we went to the local record store, and we just started scouring through, trying to find local bands. They had listening stations. You could find it and play the CD and check it out. So we were hunting for who we could do a video for. We had $10,000. We would call up the band and say, "Hey, we're going to pay for it. We love your music. You don't have to do anything except show up. It's not going to cost you a penny." And then with the resume we had, we would be considered legit. So we were in a really good spot. We found this band Cheater, who was on Theologian label, indie sort of punk label out of L.A. And it was a great album. It was a great, just fun punk album. And I said, "Dude, let's get a hold of these guys." And we were like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." So we hit them up, and they were down. They were totally in, going, "Yeah, we'd love to." And we met with them and came up with what song to do. And they wanted to do this song, Teenage Zero. To this day, I think there was another song on their album they should have done. But whatever. Teenage Zero is still a fun song. So I go to my mentor and I say, "Listen, man, we got a few bucks. We're going to direct a music video, and I hope it's good enough. You'll rep me." And he's like, "Fuck yeah, dude. I'm going to help you out." And he says, "I'm going to give you $1 million insurance liability so you can get the cameras." This is a big deal. This is the mid-'90s, and this is the biggest music video production company in the world. And like I said, 70 or more music videos with the artists I've been talking about a year. He decides he's going to help me get going at this point because I proved myself, for the past few years, working in it, grinding it, learning it. And he sees the passion is there. And he also likes the song, and he likes the idea we had. He's like, I think you're going to do it. So it enabled me to be able to go to Panavision because I went to Panavision and I went to all the vendors to pick up equipment because, like I said, key PA, I'm picking up the equipment and returning it. So I got to know all these guys at these places. They knew who I worked for. They knew I was in the game for real. So they gave me all the shit for free. Like I needed some director chairs, or I needed a pop-up tent. I needed trash cans. I needed this. You needed, things on set. I got it all for free at these places. They just gave me stuff. And they were like, "Yeah, you can take it for the weekend. You're good, man. Good luck to you. I hope you make it because when you start doing videos, come to us and we'll give you all your stuff." I was like, "Great." So a lot of people knew that I worked at Mentor's company. Everyone knew I worked at Mentor's company, I should say. And they all wanted to work with me. And it was really eye-opening. Because when I went to Panavision and I told them, and I said, "Yeah, Mentor's company is, providing the insurance." The people I knew at Panavision from picking up cameras all the time were like, "Okay." I'm like, "But we don't have a lot of money. I mean, we really can't afford a camera rental." And they're like, "Don't worry about it. We'll give you 2 Panavision Super 35s. I was like, "What the?" So they gave me 2 motion picture level cameras. These are $250,000 cameras each. Gave them to me for free for a weekend to film. But I had insurance on them, so it was fine. If anything happened, they were covered. They knew who I was. Trusted me. I mean, I was there so often. I remember back then going to Panavision in Hollywood and bumping into John Favreau, hanging out on the loading dock area. I remember one time bumped into him. He was just smoking a cigar, and he's just chilling. And I was like, and I'd seen him a few times. I'm like, what are you doing here all the time? And he's like, "I'm learning cameras." And he was. He'd go in there, and that was his camera school. He'd hang out with the Panavision camera engineers and just learn a camera inside out, upside down, and sideways. I really wish I would have befriended that man and just gone there and just said, like, "I'd love to meet you up here," and just do that and be a fly on the wall. Because he was nice. He probably would have been like, "Yeah, sure." I should have befriended John Favreau. Maybe he would have made me Iron Man. And the director of photography was a guy we reached out to that I had worked with quite a bit. And he had not worked with my mentor's company. He was trying to get in. So I said, "Hey, do you want to shoot this video that we're going to do for this band? We're doing it to try to see if we can get repped at Mentor's company." And he said, "Oh yeah, I really want to get in there. I would love to." And he also owned a grip electric company. You know, he's like a $3,500 a day or so DP at the time, and he also had a grip electric company, so he had all the equipment. He said, "Hey, why don't you come visit me the night before we're going to film, and I'll show you all the equipment that I'm bringing to the shoot." And we're like, "Oh, okay, great." Well, he was DPing a Queen Latifah video. This is the level of the shit we were getting. So he says, "Yeah, we're shooting at the LA Reservoir," which I was like, "Fuck yeah, you are," because that was the place where Escape from New York was set. That was where the police had their command center set up. We said, watch Escape from New York, that cool little setting where the police were, where Snake first comes in and then it ends with him and Lee Van Cleef. The name is Pliskin. It was there. It was right there at that place. So we went there to meet up with them, and they're shooting the Queen Latifah video, and it's big video, trucks everywhere, equipment, you know. And he says, "Yeah, all this equipment, you know, I'm bringing this to your shoot tomorrow." We're like, "Holy fucking shit, are you kidding?" And he did it for free because he was trying to get in at Mentor's company. I was blown away. You know, the cost of him and this equipment was way beyond even just our budget. So all of it for free, unbelievable. So we're hanging out on the Queen Latifah video set for a little while, and I gotta take a shit, right? So I'm talking to this guy. I'm like, "Hey man, where's the bathroom?" And he's like, "Oh, just go to the trailer right there. That's the bathroom." So I go over and I go in his trailer, open up the door, and I go in, and it's just like it's a trailer. It's a mobile home kind of trailer, and there's this guy sitting there, and he's like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Oh, the guy outside said I could use the bathroom in here." And he's like, "All right." So I go in the bathroom. Oh my God. I think I had some bad Mexican that day. I shouldn't say that. I did, but I did. And massive shit. I mean, massive shit. It was horrible. And I laughed and I was like, "Oh, it's more of a hangover shit. I should actually be truly honest." And I leave. I go out and I walk up to my buddy. And he's like, where'd you just come out of? I was like, "The trailer where you told me to go." And he's like, "No, dude, the trailer right there." And I look over and I see the bathroom trailer, but I didn't look over there. I think I was might have been a little high when I was there. And he goes, "That's Queen Latifah's trailer." I was like, "Oh, he goes, did you take a fucking shit in Queen Latifah's trailer?" I'm like, I think I did." And then at that moment, I mean, we're like 50 yards away or so. The Queen Latifah trailer door flies open, and the guy that was in there is peeking out, and he's just kind of wiping at his face, and he's looking around. This is all true, I swear to God. And he's looking around. And my buddy with me, grabs me and we turn around so our backs are to him. And he's like, "Dude, that guy's looking for you. Did you take like a shit?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, it's like hangovers and Mexican food." And he's like, "Get the fuck out of here. They're looking for you." I was like, "Oh, fuck." I just took off. I went and grabbed my buddy. I'm like, "Come on, we're leaving." He's like, "What do you mean we're leaving?" I'm like, "I took a shit in Queen Latifah's trailer." He's like, "What the fuck happened?" "Accidentally took a shit in Queen Latifah's trailer." And he's like, "What? How the fuck do you accidentally take a shit in Queen Latifah's trailer? Like, did you fuck up our video? Are they not coming now?" And I'm like, No. Nobody knows who it was yet. Let's get the fuck out of here before they do." He's like, "All right, let's go." I mean, in the moment, just like, oh, fuck. So we make the video, and it really turns out. But I remember when the editing process, I went into the edit, and only had all our money went to post. As a matter of fact, we had the guy that had done some colorization on a couple popular music videos I liked, and I just pushed a few things, maybe a little too far in some areas, and gave it this glowy haze like it was a dream. Thinking too much, making it too much. It's a cheater music video for a song called Teenage Zero. I mean, but it was fun, and it was good. It turned out really good. But on that edit, we had to get it done that night. We were out of money. If we didn't finish it, it wouldn't have been done. So I had to stay and do it. But in the morning, I had to be out at the California-Nevada border for a music video shoot. And my producer had said, "Listen, man, I know you're doing this video. Do not stay there all night. Come here, get your rest. All right? I'm telling you, I don't want you to do that." And that's exactly what I did. I finished up that edit, and I got there 5 minutes before call time. I remember I got to the hotel casino we were staying at, and I played one slot game, and they were down, and we were going. And I was tired. My producer's like, just kind of looked at me, and I was like, "No, I'm good." "Hey, oh, yeah, I checked." Because I checked in, made it seem like I was there, did all this stuff. And we get out there, we start filming, like in the sand dune desert that is out there at the California-Nevada border. There's an area like that. And I just passed out. I could not lift my legs. I could not move my arms. It was terrifying. They picked me up and carried me. I mean, we were out there with camels doing this whole desert thing, and it was hot. And they picked me up and carried me into the trailer and just laid me on the couch, and I cooled down, and I had just heat stroke. I mean, that's what happens to you. There was this exhaustion and your body stops working. It was crazy. And my producer came in and just immediately was like, "You stayed up and edited, didn't you?" And I'm like, "I did." And she was like, "God damn it. Stay in here and cool down." And she left. And a little while later, she comes back and says, "All right, look. Do you have a copy of it?" I said, "I do." Said, "Let me see it." We put it on. Everybody in the trailer watches the video. It ends. Everyone turns around, and the producer goes, "All right. That was really fucking good. So you're not in trouble." It was my ability to make a good music video kept me from like being banned from working with that producer again, because that's probably what they were gonna do. Like if it was a shit video, you'd been like, "Look, you wasted your fucking time. You're wasting my fucking time. I'm not hiring you anymore. You're fired." You know, might have ended up like that. I think I might have been in that sort of flip a coin type of situation, and it turned out great. I don't wanna be